Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be between stimulus and response. So I'll get to that in a minute. The cicadas are still here, and I'm batting 100. 100%. Everybody likes them. Nobody complained about them, so I guess I'll keep shooting outdoors. Breathe in something positive, exhale something negative. Breathe in the bravery, exhale the fear. Alright, so this video is about a quote from Viktor Frankl. He's written several books, and he says here, and I wrote it so I don't screw it up, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. And so, if you have been watching me for a while, I always kind of suggest that mindset is how we choose, there's that word choice, how we choose to respond to the symptoms or pains. And I do believe, and I agree with Victor here, in that response, therein lies our growth and our freedom. Because we cannot change our reaction to the initial ouch, right? When we feel a sudden onset of pain, it will get our attention and we are going to go, ooh, what was that? But now, take advantage of that space and decide, how am I going to respond to this on a longer term basis? The initial reaction happens, but now we get to choose how we respond. And I do believe that when we can choose to respond, ideally with indifference, and if that's not available to us, choose to respond calmly and reassuringly and say, oh, it's okay, you're going to be okay. Look, that by itself is not always enough to get the pain to reduce or turn down. But it's a great starting point. Because if your response to pain is to freak out, you're basically kind of reconfirming the brain's perception that something bad is going on, something dangerous. And so take advantage of that space. You're going to react when you feel the pain, but don't stay in the reaction. Pause, and then respond. Cool, calm, collected. Breathe, let your muscles relax. Don't get caught up on that merry-go-round of fearful, negative thinking. Don't ruminate on it. And this is another quote. This came from a YouTube comment. Lady Jones said her mother used to comment about thinking. And she said, you can't help when a thought flies into your head, but just don't let it nest there. And I thought that was kind of a cute analogy. But it's true. We can't help when a thought flies into our head. But we don't have to let it make a nest and stay there. We can literally just let it fly by. So that's really important. So Viktor Frankl, he's written many books. If I recall, he was a prisoner of war and managed to survive where many of the other prisoners did not. And I think, this is all about his mindset that allowed him to survive and make it through that devastating life circumstance. So, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So take advantage of that space and then choose your response. If you're choosing to freak out, it's not helpful. It's not the way to go. So I could say this over and over again. As you know me, I can ramble a little bit. But that's the message. It's pretty straightforward. Your response to whatever life throws at you is going to determine, essentially, how good or bad of a time you have with it. And we can't change the initial circumstance, but we can certainly change our response. So if you're hanging out with somebody who's very stressful and doesn't treat you well, they're going to rub you the wrong way. But you can always choose your response. So, I'm going to wrap this one up. Let you guys and gals listen to the cicadas. Take a look at the trees. They're all up in the trees. I definitely hear them up above me. So, love you guys and gals. We'll see you tomorrow. Choose your response.